pepper and tomato plants. Today I'm going to be remulching, putting some eggshells that I dried up. Well, first I washed them, like I put warm water in the eggshells, then I put them on a baking pan and put them in the oven for about like 15 minutes at 400, and then I put them in a food processor, and this is what I got. Let me show y'all. This is what I got. It smells kind of weird. I told my mom it smells like crackers or cereal, but yeah. And then I saw this trick from this girl. I'll put her in the description box. She put petroleum jelly on her steaks and her tomato cages to catch any bugs, any aphids, any spiders. And then also I'm going to be spraying my plants. Sorry. I'm going to be spraying my plants with this Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, cinnamon, and water, distilled water mixture that I made. I'll include the video of what I made, of how I made it and the measurements. Okay, so let's get started. I think first I'm gonna start with remulching, I think, and also putting some eggshells on my plant. Okay, so I have this big old bag of mulch. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is remulch, because I noticed that my mulch is like moving around, and like I guess because of the environmental conditions, there isn't as much mulch as there was before. And I try to put about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of mulch around the base of the plant, and I try to keep it like away from the base, because I don't want the mulch to like inhibit the growth of my plants. And it also leaves room for me to add other things, like I think I'm gonna add eggshells, the eggshells that I mentioned, like around the base. And then yeah, so I added some mulch, not too much, because the purpose of mulch is to hold in moisture. So if you put too much in the water, the container, I'm a container gardener, as you can see, so if you put too much mulch, it's going to like waterlog the containers, which means that your plant will be holding in too much moisture and too much water, and that could possibly lead to root rot, and I do not want root rot. So now I'm going to sprinkle some of the eggshells around the base of the plant, and I'll insert pictures of how it looks once I finish, or like as I'm speaking. So I put some eggshells around the base, and this acts as like a fertilizer. The calcium in the eggshells are really good for the plant, so I made sure to sprinkle a good amount. So I'm gonna continue doing that for the rest of my plants, and I hope you guys enjoy. The last thing I'm gonna do is put Vaseline on the stakes to ensure that any bugs that are trying to get into my plants, my cucumber, my okra, my pepper, and my tomato plants, that they die as soon as they reach the pole. So that's the last thing I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna mulch, add my crushed eggshells that I did in my food processor, spray the plant with this mixture that I made with the Dr. Bronner's peppermint, cinnamon, and distilled water to keep the bugs away, because 2 years ago I had a pepper and tomato garden, and they were infested with spider mites. And spider mites are probably the worst infestations to have, because it literally looks like a horror movie. Like it's scary. Like I didn't know what to do. I was a noob. I still am a noob. So yeah, it was just hard. Like I didn't know what to do with the spider mites. But now I'm gonna test this out. If this doesn't work, I think I'm gonna try the cayenne. It's cayenne and distilled water, that mixture. But for now, I'm gonna try this out. And there's a centipede in my mulch. Yeah. But anyways, let's get to work. And I'll include pictures of what I'm doing as I'm speaking. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing all right. Right now in New York City, like the governor's planning to reopen, and that sounds cool. But there's so much stuff in this. This is kind of scary. Oh my god, no way. I found a snake skin inside of my mulch. That is horrifying. That is absolutely horrifying. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, the city's planning to reopen. Life is getting quote unquote back to normal apparently, so that's exciting. I haven't seen my friends from high school. I haven't seen in months. My friends from college I haven't seen in months either. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I have a lot of plans for the summer. In August I'm going on vacation to DR with my family, and in a couple of days I'm going to start working as an orientation assistant for my college. I'm really excited but very nervous for some reason about that. Yeah, and I'm just ready for what the rest of this year brings me. It's been kind of hard the past, I think it's been 6 months since 2020 started, but you know, it's almost over. We can get through it. Oh, there's a little centipede in my mulch. There's so many centipedes in here. But yeah, I'm gonna keep adding the eggshells, just keep talking to y'all. So yeah, hopefully this won't be a long video either, because I realized my last video was pretty long, and hopefully I could like speed this up, or like, I don't know, I'm still trying to I think centipedes are good for the garden, but I'm still trying to, what's it called, I kind of put it close to these, to learn how to edit. And it's been kind of hard for me, only because like I've been using iMovie, and like I feel like low-key I feel like a grandma whenever I'm working with technology. So yeah, also just to note, these, I don't know if you guys can see it, but back here, these 3 tomato plants, I think I'm going to take a different angle. I'm going to put my phone over there and take another video from the other angle so you can see all the tomato plants. I have 5 different tomato plants. I have big beef steak tomato, what else? Big boy tomato, and yeah, that's it. So beef steak, big beef, and big boy. And they're all bush varieties, I believe, so that's why most tomatoes require tomato cages. But the 3 that I bought that are beef steak tomatoes, I got them at Costco. You guys should go to Costco if you want tomato plants, because I bought those for $10. It was all 3 of them for $10, and I don't think you can find a better price than that. But yeah, right now I'm mulching the right now I'm mulching the okra, and I can see that there was a bug that is eating my okra leaves, so I'm gonna spray the mixture that I have right here with the Costco soap and see if that helps, because this okra plant isn't mature yet, and oh, there's a weed in here. I don't want for bugs to infest my plants while they're still young, because I want them to bear really nice vegetables, and yeah, I just want them to be healthy, because I'm spending all my time and my energy in this garden. So yeah, right now my pepper, I'll show you guys my pepper, I'll include pictures, but my pepper is very small right now. It's kind of frustrating because I'm in zone 7B, and this pepper, apparently I was supposed to start the seedlings like 6 to 7 weeks before my last frost, and I kind of started gardening this year a little bit later, and so my pepper is just now getting its like true leaves, and I just hope that it could start bearing peppers before like I leave for college, and just before like I have to wrap the season up because I'm going away to college. So yeah, I started late, but I have hope. This pepper plant, it's bell peppers. And I got the seeds. I actually got the seeds for not free, but technically free, because it was from my kitchen. I just dried, you know, when you cut into a bell pepper, there's seeds, and so I just like scrape the seeds off, put them on a paper towel, let them dry for like I think about a day or two, and then I just put them in like a Ziploc bag and I sowed them, but it's growing pretty slow. So yeah, hopefully that it could just get going. Hopefully it'll pick up speed, because it's getting pretty hot right here in zone 7B, and I want my bell peppers. And I specifically grew these bell peppers because my mom wanted them. She uses them a lot in her cooking. So I was like, okay, like I'll plant one. And it's a young plant, and I just hope that it grows, because, you know, I'd be really sad. Like, I have a lot of plants. I think I'm gonna do a garden tour, a plant tour, because this is not the finished look of my garden. I still have to bring some plants out. I have some on the balcony, because we've had like a lot of rain. Like, well, for the past 2 days or past week, we've had some rain, and I don't want to drown my plants, because I just don't want to do that. So yeah, next up, I'm gonna remove the tomato cages and mulch this a little bit more, and then see if there's any pruning that's needed to do, see if there's any if there are any spider mites, if there's any aphids, anything on my tomato plants, and then we'll see.